Welcome everybody back to boostinmotion, guys, and today we're going to try to install the BMS burger tuning inlets for your Q50 and Q60. So guys, hit that intro. Welcome everybody back to boostinmotion, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Thank you. So welcome back everybody. So today we're going to install the BMS inlets for your Q50 and Q60. Now these aren't necessarily intakes, like a whole intake system, but it is an intake silicone coupler that goes between the filter and the cold side of the turbo. Now Burger Tuning and a couple of other companies that make aftermarket intakes, what they usually do is they go with a better flowing intake coupler for the better than the OEM system, because I'm going to show you what the OEM system looks like, and it's super weird. But when you go with a better intake coupler, it smooths out the flow and the car reacts a lot better and spools up a lot better also. But in this case, we're just changing the intake coupler, not the intake system. Anyways, let's jump into it. All right, these are the intake couplers. This one should be for the passenger side, and this one should be for the driver's side. I know this one, they have different designs, but this would be for the PCV valve that comes from the passenger side valve cover. Anyways, let's start by removing this engine shroud. Here, just use a regular flathead and remove these little pieces, and then that will expose the intake. Now, one of the best practices I like to do is kind of size the job up, because I like to do things to completion, if you know what I mean. So once I got this off, you got to remove these two bolts. It's a 10mm bolt, or you can use a regular Phillips head. These are a little bit oxidized. So as you guys been telling me, this car probably was sitting in water or around water or something, because there's a lot of these bolts have a lot of rust on them. So those two. Then you're going to have to take off some of the ties, these little clip-on ties for the mass airflow, and just move those out the way. You'll probably use a pliers or something. And then there might be a little bit more hands-on. We might have to split this into two. We may have to. I'm not too positive you can split into two. But I also can see the band right there for the driver's side. It's a flathead. So either you have to get like a long flathead that can go down there and unscrew that, or you can, I don't even have it here right now. If I did, I would show you. I usually have like an extension that I can put on a flathead and just spin it around. So we'll see if we can do it without the extension, but if not, we'll have to do it that way. And this one is going to be super annoying to do. I don't like doing this, but I remember the first time I took off this intake system, it was super annoying to put on the AMS intake. So as we go through it, I'll update you guys and let you guys know. All right, so I took the clip off. I clipped off the mass airflow right there. And now I'm unscrewing that band. Once it's unscrewed enough, then I'm going to pull it out, and it should actually all come out in one piece. This side's going to be a little bit more annoying. I can't really remember how to take this one off. I really can't remember, so I'll get to it. I'll figure it out. All right, so I pulled this one out. I remember this thing being a little bit weird, but you could just put like a flathead here or here and just push it down, and it'll come right out. And then we're gonna reuse this band, and they gave us a new band to use where we're gonna put on this specific area. All right, that's gonna be, I've only been doing this for about what, 10-15 minutes, nothing too crazy. I just know that side's annoying. I'm really not liking that side. All right, so here's the intake comparison. Now, I don't want you guys to think that this one is a lot longer. Remember, there's a metal coupling, and that comes all the way up here and clips it in. But necessarily the same measurement is for, let's see if I have it sitting there properly, right around there. Let me see if I could just put it down properly. You can see how it's supposed to be. It's right around the same measurement. just that this metal bracket goes a little higher. So anyways, I'm gonna put this on here now with the clamps and reuse this one, and then I'm gonna see if I can slide it back in, and then we're gonna move to the driver's side. I mean the passenger side. Also, I forgot to show you guys the comparison view. You see how there's all those ribs in there? That stuff messes up the flow of air being induced into the turbo, because you know, at higher suction, there's gonna be, the air's not gonna be straight, it's not gonna flow properly. But compared to the BMS, once again, it's nice and smooth. There's no ribs, there's no weird, look, even that opening just looks weird. Look at it, you see it? It's just weird how it's set up, how they have it set up here, even from the top. All right, so I split up the intake housing because it makes it a little bit easier, but be careful when you take this off and make sure that nothing gets really inside the intake, because I don't want any debris or anything to get inside of there. They get sucked into the side of the turbo. Okay, now I'm going to finagle this and get that on there. All right, so the easiest way I got this done was I attached the silicone couple first and tightened that, right? And then I had this split into two pieces. Then I put this onto the coupling, and then that will allow you to access the band without this being here. Tighten the band, and then I put on the filter and this separate part, and then just clipped it in. Just clip it in from the bottom first, up, and then clip the top. And then now I'm gonna screw this in. It doesn't really sit, yeah, I have to line it up properly, but yeah, once it's lined up properly, then we're finished with this side. All right, so this is gonna be super hard to get, but you see that bolt right there? Well, that head right here, see where it is? Right there. That's where I'm gonna have to get out. So unless you have really small hands or a really small ratchet with an extension size, I believe I have the size right here. Should be this one. I think it's a 5/8 socket. You can put that 5/8 socket on that, and you're still gonna have to take this clamp off here, because you're gonna have to reuse the other one. But to get a bit more room, I'm going to take off this top section here. I'm gonna take this off. So once again, use a flathead on this metal piece, and that should allow you to remove that and move that out the way. I want you guys to see what I'm doing. Remember, this is a cold engine. I use a very small 1/8 ratchet with the 5/8, and I'm just literally just doing this by hand. Be careful on that plastic piece to the wastegate right here, because that will cut you. So of course I'm trying to do this without getting myself cut, and I've been doing great, because anyone knows my days with the Q50s, I definitely always cut my hands up. But anyways, I'm almost finished with this, and yeah, it's good that I took a lot of stuff apart. All right, so be careful. Once you get it a little bit loose, just pull it right out, but be careful of this little bracket right here. I pulled it out and I kind of scraped myself, even though I said I wasn't going to scrape myself. I know some of the women that are watching like, oh my God, Boo's hands are dirty. Understand, I wash these hands, I lotion them up after this. I make sure it is A-OK, clean. But yeah, I want you guys also look inside of here. Don't get worried about this. This is because this line comes from the valve cover of the passenger side, so you're gonna see a little bit of oil residue in there. It's not coming from the turbo, it's coming from the PCV system. All right, anyways, unclip this part, and then I think I could reuse this part too. I can't remember. I think this part could be reused, and I'm gonna put that on a new coupling, and then we should be good to go. All right, so you take this little plastic piece out of here, don't break it. Take this plastic piece, this is going to go into the intake coupling, and you're going to reuse some of the fittings and everything that comes on the holes. All right guys, so I'm right around here. Now I notice when I go to put this in and slide this in, this is in the way. I don't know what the instructions for the intakes install is. It probably says remove this bracket. I know this secures the bottom of the intake housing, but you still have these other two mounting points. So I'm just going to probably remove that. It's like a 10mm bolt, and that's going to give me a bit more room. All right, so this one's a little bit hard because I tried to use just the small ratchet, but I wasn't really getting much room. You guys can give it a shot, but I use a swivel with a small adapter piece and a little bit of a extension so I could kind of get in there and finagle it. But just be careful with it because it will slip off. But right now that coupling is in. So now we're gonna move on to putting this piece on with the band, and we should be about 10-15 minutes out from startup. I should have checked to make sure nothing falls in there, but I didn't have anything loose or anything that fell in there. Yeah, ain't nothing in there. So we're good to go. That side's pretty much done. So we're just waiting on this side, and I give you guys a rough estimate. This is my first time doing this on this car. Never did the BMS inlet install. We're right around I got started about an hour ago. So we're about an hour in. This is being patient, me just taking my time, and you know, just hanging out there. I'm also in my flip-flops, so that's how you know I'm really just chilling. And also check out the matte metric mats. I do use those in my car, but I'm also using it because you know, this material is super soft and it's detachable. Yeah, shout out to matte metrics. Special promo code for that. I think the promo code is team boostinmotion Q60. Double check my Instagram for it or the video for that. I think it's 5% off your mats. All right, everybody, so I have it in now. So everything's clipped back, buttoned up, or whatever. So I'm gonna put the shroud back on. Matter of fact, let me just give it a quick startup right now and make sure there's no random codes or anything. Everything's clipped back in. The mass airflow's clicked back in here. This mass airflow's clicked back in. And I tried to make sure no dust or foreign dirt get inside. Give the car a startup. We should be good to go. Woo. That thing loud. Right? Okay. Cool. All right, guys, so I want to close out this video. I know the car looks filthy. Literally, I washed yesterday, then it rained, and then the pollen is just collecting with it. And I got to do some stuff inside the car, too. That's why the mat is there. But once again, shout out to Burger Tuning Motorsports. This isn't a sponsored video from them or anything like that. This is a product I purchased a couple months ago, and I finally got the time to put some of these parts on the car. So this is going to be part of my tuning process. Remember, I got BMS inlets, I have AAM, a heat exchanger, I have AAM 3-inch downpipes and 3-inch CATBACK exhaust. I'm on BC Racing coilovers with spacers. So guys, go check on my channel if you might have missed any of those videos, from the spacers to the coilovers to anything that might have been installed in this car, because you guys don't watch all my videos. So always remember to always hit the like button, subscribe button with the bell notification, and press all on the bell notification. Don't forget that part. That's the most important part. This car is going to get a couple of things in the next couple weeks or months. Whenever you might see this video, I'm probably going to either change the tires out, because these tires are bad. I do want to change them out, get the car fully clean, ceramic coated. I want everything done, this car to be sexy for the summer. Some people are telling me to change the wheels. I don't know if I'm going to change the wheels in these cars, because to be honest, I want to give it the OEM plus look, and I think I'm really getting that out of the car right now. I do want to do some chrome deletes or chrome deletes, so I may black those chromes out, or maybe even all those little chromes right here, especially right here. I don't like that chrome. I'm still on the fence with the grill, because I think the grill, if I get rid of the complete chrome, it might look a little weird. So I'm still on the fence about that, but we'll see what we're going to do in the future. But outside of that, guys, if you want to purchase this BMS links, hopefully I put the link below somewhere there, if you want to purchase it from eBay or Amazon. So when you guys purchase it from those online distributors, I get a small kickback from that. So that's one way of showing appreciation to your boy Boost. But outside of that, guys, I want to say I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for always watching all my videos. I'm going to try my best to keep consistent. And remember, I also have a second car on the channel. So it's not only this Q60, you're also going to see a C63 on the channel. So outside of that, guys, you have a good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it so much. You have a good day. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Do appreciate you guys. Love you guys very much. You can also check out the 2 links I posted for some of my other videos. Also, on top of that, if you want to purchase some Boost in Motion merch, definitely check the link that I posted also. And finally, if you've been watching all my videos and you enjoy them, please hit the link to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.